Imagine this, your broilers are healthy and active in the morning. Feeding, drinking, everything seems perfect. But by midday or evening, you walk into the poultry house and find a bird, or several, lying dead. No signs of sickness, no warning. Just lifeless on their backs, wings spread wide, necks twisted like they just dropped from the sky. You panic. What's going on? Did someone poison my flock? Is it a disease? What's killing them so fast and without warning? If this sounds familiar, then you may be dealing with one of the most terrifying conditions in poultry farming. Sudden death syndrome, also known as flip-over disease. And the worst part? It usually strikes your best performing birds, the biggest, fastest growing broilers in the pen, the very ones you were counting on for maximum profit. So, what exactly is sudden death syndrome? In simple terms, it's a condition where a bird dies suddenly without any obvious sickness, often collapsing backwards, wings spread and legs kicking in the air. It mostly affects broilers between the 3rd and 6th week of age. These are the weeks where growth accelerates and any weakness in the bird system starts to show. Now, science tells us the main cause of sudden death syndrome is a combination of fast growth, stress, and metabolic overload. The bird's body is growing so fast that its internal organs, especially the heart, struggle to keep up. Eventually, the stress becomes too much. One trigger, maybe a loud noise, a sudden darkness, or even just overeating, can cause the heart to fail instantly. But here's the good news, this condition is not a curse. It's not untreatable. With smart management and some strategies, you can prevent sudden death syndrome and protect your birds and your profit. Before we get into that, please take a second to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Like this video to help more farmers discover this hidden gem. Share it with a fellow poultry farmer who could benefit. And don't forget to comment below telling us where you're watching from. I always love hearing from farmers all over the world and connecting with you in the comments section. The first and most important strategy is managing the way you feed your birds. Sudden death syndrome thrives in birds that are overfed or fed too aggressively, especially with high-calorie, energy-rich rations. The truth is, many farmers unknowingly push their birds too hard in the name of fast weight gain. But what they don't realize is that this rapid weight gain puts intense pressure on the heart, the liver, and the bird's entire metabolic system. One natural way to reduce this risk is by practicing early feed restriction. That means giving your chicks measured feed quantities during their first 7 to 14 days instead of leaving feed in front of them all day. This gentle restriction slows down the early growth rate just enough to allow the internal organs, especially the heart, to develop properly. This tactic is also applicable for broilers in their 3rd to 5th week of growth. During the hours of the day when the sun is hot and the chicken house temperatures are high, avoid feeding the birds by raising the feeders, leaving them with water only. This strategy makes sure the feeding is decreased, which helps to reduce chances of sudden death syndrome. Also, during this phase of their growth in hot weather, avoid using pelleted feed and use mashed feed. Pellet feed has higher nutrient density per bite compared to mashed feed. This will help to reduce workload on the broiler's digestive and cardiovascular system, therefore reducing chances of death through sudden death syndrome. Feed restriction is done during hot time of the day, in between around 11 p.m. to around 3:30 p.m. Remember, you're not starving your broilers, you're strengthening them and reducing suffering.
Are you tired of seeing your chickens struggle with diseases? Frustrated by low egg production or poor quality? Do you wish your broilers would grow faster and stop worrying about the effects of heat stress and those nasty worms? As an organic poultry farmer, you know the value of natural solutions, but finding reliable information can be a real headache, right? As Agribusiness Insider, we have made you an organic poultry ebook. This ebook is specifically designed for farmers like you who want to use readily available organic products to keep their chickens healthy, get more eggs, and fatten your broilers organically. What do you get when you buy this ebook? 49 different organic products you can use for your chickens, meaning that you can finally say goodbye to expensive and potentially harmful chemical treatment. Each product comes with a simple step-by-step preparation procedure. It's written in easy to understand English with a clear and simple layout. We provide specific dosages for broilers, layers, and even indigenous chickens. Exact amounts to add to water, feed, or give directly. The best part, this ebook is backed by research with references from peer-reviewed studies, so you can confidently implement these time-tested remedies knowing they are scientifically supported. To get your copy, click the link in the description of this video and transform your organic poultry farm today.
Another beautiful trick is to reduce the calorie density of your feed using safe, bulky ingredients like wheat offal, rice bran, or even banana stem powder. These ingredients dilute the energy load but still keep the birds satisfied. They fill the crop, reduce binge feeding, and help maintain steady, balanced growth. The result is a stronger, more resilient bird, not a ticking time bomb. Now let's talk about lighting, something so simple yet often ignored. Continuous bright lighting in your poultry house may look good on the surface. It keeps the birds active, eating, moving, but underneath it's driving them into stress. The heart never rests. The metabolic engine keeps running full throttle, all day and all night. Over time, that stress builds up silently until the heart can't take it anymore. To break that cycle, you must give your birds periods of darkness, ideally between 6 to 8 hours of darkness per day. This rest period slows their feeding behavior, reduces internal stress, and gives the heart a much-needed break. If you're worried about weight gain slowing down, don't be. What you lose in grams, you gain in survival and uniformity. Also, if you're turning off lights at night, do it gradually. Don't just switch everything off at once. Sudden blackout shocks the birds. It can cause panic, stampede, and even trigger fatal heart failure in birds already under stress. Use dimmer bulbs or reduce light intensity slowly before full darkness. Now, temperature, especially during brooding, plays a massive role in sudden death syndrome. High temperatures, particularly in the first few weeks, overstimulate the birds. They eat more, move more, and grow too quickly. Their body heat rises, oxygen demand increases, and again the heart struggles. The solution is to manage brooding temperatures wisely. Start with around 32 to 34 degrees Celsius on day 1 and gradually reduce it week by week. Never allow the house to get too hot in the day or too cold at night. And always provide a temperature gradient, warm in one area, cooler in another, so the birds can choose where they feel comfortable. Good ventilation is also non-negotiable. Without it, ammonia builds up, carbon dioxide rises and oxygen drops, especially at night. This makes breathing harder and adds more stress to the cardiovascular system. Keep your poultry house well aerated. Open the curtains early in the morning. Let fresh air in. A simple morning breeze can make a world of difference. But beyond management, nature has also given us some wonderful tools to support the bird's internal system naturally and safely. One of my favorite natural heart protective additives is garlic powder. Just 2 to 4 grams per kilogram of feed, acts as a mild blood thinner, improves circulation, and reduces blood pressure in birds. It's like giving their heart some extra breathing space. Apple cider vinegar is another magic tool, 5 to 10 milliliters per liter of drinking water. It improves digestion, supports healthy blood flow, and reduces internal oxidative stress, especially when heat or metabolic load is high. Moringa leaf powder, used at 1 to 2% of feed, offers powerful antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that strengthen the heart muscle and immune system. It also supports better feed efficiency, so you're not just preventing death, you're boosting performance too. Finally, keep your birds calm. Avoid overcrowding, avoid loud noises, slamming doors, or sudden shocks. A calm bird is a stable bird, and a stable bird is far less likely to collapse without warning. What if I told you there's a common plant, a simple leaf, that when dried and added to feed improves digestion, supports gut health, boosts immunity, and prevents stress-related problems like sudden death? Click on the next video on your screen right now to learn about banana leaf powder and fermented banana leaf juice.